Roger Maloney for the Spotlight, and welcome to On the Go with Natasha Paris.
Hello everyone, I am so excited to be before you today because this is the first show with On the Go with Natasha Paris, and in 8 minutes, I'm going to empower you, because what was meant to kill a community in 8 minutes, we're going to turn that tragedy into triumphant. We're going to empower you to be your best self. And today's topic is finding emotional strength and stability in the midst of unrest and protests. Okay, here we go. 4 points in 8 minutes as it relates to finding your emotional stability in the midst of unrest and protests. First point is this, and I have been guilty of this time and time again, but I have to consistently remind myself, do not turn on your news channel or go through your news feed on your phone or in social media first thing in the morning. Because what we know for sure is that the brain is most active the first 25 minutes to 45 minutes, and whatever you set your mind on first thing in the morning, you find that it kind of just starts your day off a little rocky, especially with what is going on in the world and looking at, the brutality and looking at what is happening in the world as it relates to unfairness and inequality. It can frustrate you. It can make you downright angry. And so it's so vital before you start your day to find a level of strength and peace, and that comes through meditation and prayer. The Bible talks about how God lives within us, and so it's so important first thing in the morning is to listen to his voice, to be silent, be quiet before you start your day off. Be in prayer, asking for a great day, thanking God for who and whose you belong to. And so when I say finding peace and tranquility, it comes through a level of prayer and meditation first thing in the morning before you go out there in the world. My second point is finding an opportunity in the morning to do some exercise. And I'm not saying go out for a 6-mile run. That would be fantastic. But it's important for you to do some level of activity, getting the blood flowing to the brain. Absolutely, because we want to be clear-minded. We want to have levels of clarity. So after prayer and meditation, you definitely want to be able to just get some energy. And energy comes when you're exercising some level of strength, whether it is, taking a 20-minute walk with your dog, or you're just walking on your own in your neighborhood, or just jogging in place, or doing basic calisthenics, basic push-ups and sit-ups and all that great stuff. Just getting a level of strength. Because we know after everything that's going on in the world, we can easily be depleted, and we don't want that for you. I want you to be empowered, and I want you to be of strength. The third point is I want you to be able to talk to someone about what is happening in the world. Because let me say to you right now, what is going on in the world can make you downright angry, upset, frustrated. And if you do not have anyone to talk to regarding your concerns, your feelings, it can really eat you up from the inside out. And I said it. Yes, I did. It can eat you from the inside out, and it can fester. And you can find yourself being bitter, easily agitated, snapping at your children, snapping at your loved ones or your spouse. So what you want to do is you want to be able to have a dialogue with close family and friends about what's happening in the world, whether it is face-to-face with a mask or virtually via social media, chatting, making your points and comments and going back and forth with other people or in a small group, having that dialogue. Because if you don't share it with someone and keep it inside, it can be a destructive situation. My fourth point, and I'm going to stay there for a little bit, is with everything going on in the world, especially when many people are internalizing it. They're saying to themselves, "Why, this is just so horrible." And they're thinking back at experiences that they may have had when they were driving a nice luxury vehicle or just driving a car. and being pulled over by a police officer for what? For no reason whatsoever. So it can re-traumatize you and trigger those feelings you had when it happened. And so the best thing that you want to do is you want to be a change agent. That's my fourth point. Do not focus on what has happened to you. Yes, it's important to talk about it, like I said in my third point, but it's important to do something about it. Don't focus on, because let me say this, when I've gone through my difficulties in my life, because we all have gone through it, and I've said it before, you're either in the valley of sadness and anger and anxiety and worry, or you're leaving the valley and you're like, hallelujah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that this is over. It seemed like it was so long. Or you're about to go into the valley. So you're either going in, you're staying there, or you're leaving out. So we've all gone through things. And so what I have done for me and what I've shared with my clients is that it's so vital. It is extremely vital for you to not focus on yourself so much. Take the focus off of you and place it on someone else. That is, especially during COVID-19, and so many people are unemployed. Go out, knock on your neighbor's door, ask them if they would love a plate of food because you just cooked yourself some food. Or going to, a homeless shelter with a mask, of course, and being available for them. Being available and present at the local protests and peace marches. Doing something about it, walking peacefully and having your signs and saying the chants of, no justice, no peace. Doing something to that effect. Or you could take it a step further and you can say, I'm going to do some missions work. I'm going to take the focus off of me. I'm going to go out to another country, and I've done it. I'm Haitian American and I travel to Haiti quite often. And I travel to Haiti to support others in need. And it does me so much joy, and it makes me empowered. Because I'm like, I'm not focusing on me right now. I'm focusing on someone else. And when you do that and put trust in God that He has that, then you take away the opportunity to focus on that and maximize it. And you focus on what is going on in the world, being a change agent. Last point is this, and you may have some disagreements with me as it relates to that, but I've had many of my girlfriends and male friends who worked in predominantly white organizations, and those individuals who honestly don't know, non-African Americans, who come to them and say, look, I didn't know that this was the plight. I didn't know that this was as bad as it has been. I have questions. Do you honestly get pulled over when you're driving, either a luxury car or just a car, period? Yes. And they have questions. They want to know. They really want to know what happens and how do you feel? And I say, do not silence them. Have the dialogue, because you may be the only African American person that they feel comfortable enough having that dialogue or being able to ask and pose those questions. So be an agent of change. Focus on what is going on in the world by being a person of action. And so today on The Go with Natasha Paris, my job is to empower you to be your best self, to become your best version of yourself. Because if you are starting your day with meditation and prayer, a level of exercise, and not, keeping it bottled up inside and sharing it with other people and being an agent of change, I promise you, you will become your best self. In addition to all the other episodes that I'll be bringing to you. But this is one step in the right direction. So I am Natasha Paris, and I am delighted to be your level of support virtually. I would ask that you just follow me and share this information, share, because you never know who might be able to receive this and who you can make a difference in their lives by just sharing this information. So again, I'm Natasha Paris. Share at the bottom of your screen. And I promise you, we will make a change together, because it takes more than one to do a great thing. Have a good one. Talk to you soon and see you at the next episode of On the Go with Natasha Paris.
This is Roger Mullane for the Spotlight, and you've been listening to On the Go with Natasha Paris. Tune in for more shows coming soon.